Alright, so it's morning time. Thought my fire didn't stay going all night, of course, and there's not any coals to even get it started this morning, so I've gathered up a few things. I've got some smalls here, and I don't know how well you guys can see all this. I got my flashlight here, but got some smalls here and some dry pine needles and a cotton ball here, and let's see if we can't get this thing fired back up. I didn't go over the fire making too much last night because, quite honestly, by the time I was getting around to it, I was just kind of wanting to get things done. These pine needles are just a little bit damp. Usually these things would work really well, but like I said, they're just a little bit damp this morning, so even my smalls are a little bit damp on the outside. I think they're fairly dry once I can kind of get the morning dew off of them. I have some more of the wood chips here that from the logs I cut, so we'll put them on because they're fairly dry. I think it's going pretty good. Anyways, I'll just keep working on it, but yeah, things are just a little bit damp around here. Took a little work, but got it done. Alright, so I've got some water going here. It's actually my second pot that I've got on to boil. I already made myself some tea. Last night, we slept really good. I'll show you the sleep system here in just a minute. But yeah, it was warm. I slept toasty warm all night. I slept comfortable. Other than waking up a few times just to roll over or something like that, it was a really pleasant night. So I'm going to get this water boiled up so I can have a mountain house, and then we'll go over the sleep system. Alright, so while I'm waiting for my water to finish boiling for my mountain house, I thought I'd go over real quick the sleeping setup I had. Now, first thing I'll point out is you can see here I've got some green boughs in here. It's not real thick. It was just basically enough to where it kind of kept my bivy and sleep system out of the dirt. So it wasn't really there for comfort, or to fill it up for comfort, because you got to have a lot of boughs to do that, and I just wanted to basically have enough to keep it out of the dirt. So the second thing I have here is this is an Italian wool blanket that you can find on eBay. You know, they're around $60 or $70. They're 100% wool. You know, it's a nice blanket. I like it. It does have a fairly mothbally smell to it that I think will probably dissipate, you know, with use and just getting it out and in the air. And the main reason why I like to have the wool blanket, you know, it's actually obviously provides some more extra warmth factor, but it's also a nice barrier between the fire and my MSS bivvy, to make sure that if any kind of sparks fly out, that they hit this wool blanket, which will be able to handle that a lot better than this bivy will. I don't want to end up with a bunch of pinholes in my bivy, so that's why I kind of like to have the blanket over the top as a just kind of a protective layer. So then obviously secondly, I had my MSS bivy, and then I'm using the MSS intermediate bag under that. So that made for, you know, with the wool blanket and all that, it made, you know, I was toasty warm last night. And then underneath that, I have my Thermarest self-inflating mattress under that. So yeah, very comfortable, made for a very, very comfortable warm night. All right, so breakfast is done. We're having the breakfast skillet, Mountain House breakfast skillet this morning. And even though it doesn't look extremely appetizing, it actually tastes not too bad. Though I think anything kind of tastes good when you're out in the woods and you're hungry. So anyhow, I'm going to get this eaten, and then I'm going to probably start tearing down camp so that I can make sure I get out of here on time. I have to help my wife with some stuff this afternoon, or actually early morning. Not early morning, but around noon, actually, around noon. So I need to kind of get out of here and get back home so I can be home in time to help her. But anyways, there's a few things about the camp I'd like to change, and I mean, overall it was pretty good, but the fire pit was a little further away from the camp than I would like, so I am going to, like I said earlier, I'm going to move everything over and kind of rebuild the wall and the reflector and put the fire a bit closer. But other than that, I think this is going to be a nice camp, and I look forward to spending a lot more time here. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed watching this, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy watch this series as we do more with the camp. Like I said, the next one we'll spend time rebuilding that reflector. Got some crows coming overhead. But we'll rebuild that reflector, and then we'll get on to doing some other little projects around the camp. So anyways, until the next video, guys, I'll see you guys later.